words that I prepared, some readings that I prepared in the service, and then it goes with prayer. My theme was, this is very wonderful, idealistic, and inspiring, and uplifting, and visionary, and amazing. And so how do we connect our everyday life, to this? That's the question. And it's a task every day we need to address. So, and that means our relationship really with God, ultimately our relationship with God. And so my topic was kind of how really difficult it is and how serious it is to have a relationship with God. And so a couple of readings from the Bible. This one is from Paul's sermon when he went to the Acropolis, I think, to Athens, in Acts. So God has made of one blood all nations for to dwell on the face of the earth, and has determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation, that they should seek the Lord, and if they might feel after him and find him, though he be not far from every one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being, as certain also of your own poets have said, for we are his offspring. For as much then as we are the offspring of God, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven by art and man's device. And the times of this ignorance God winked at, but now commands all men everywhere to repent. And from Paul's letter to the Romans, chapter 3, verse 11. There is none that understands. There is none that seeks after God. So Jesus said, if you seek, you shall find. But the question is, are we really seeking God? And how hard are we seeking God? Because Jesus said, if you seek, you'll find. But Paul said, nobody's seeking God. So I want to read from True Mother's words. I'm telling you that when you are on your way to the kingdom of heaven, you should not expect to experience only aspects of heaven. In fact, you must anticipate experiencing aspects of hell. You must absolutely anticipate that you will also travel to the rock bottom of hell, to the dungeons of hell. But I can assure you that these experiences are the most precious, for they will guide you to feel God's grace. And then she continuing, this is when True Father was just leaving to go to Danbury, and True Mother was. If you read in this anthology, this is volume 1, it's, I thought I knew all of this, but there's so much in here to learn. And that Mother, she spoke of her real, struggle when Father went to Danbury. Actually, Father was in prison many times before the Holy Wedding of True Parents. But this was the only time Father was in prison while they were married and raising a family. So it was not easy for True Mother. She was still very young, and for Father to be gone. So Father was encouraging her and encouraging all of us to just focus, just keep going. And as Mother said, after Father ascended, we just keep going. And what she said specifically, I want to ask you all to join forces and do everything you can to carry out what True Father desires of you quickly and make it a great success. So the key point, carry out what True Father desires of you. So in the video, we heard True Mother say in the Colosseum and in the subsequent meetings what True Father desires of us. So I'll read it again. Some part of it. America, now as the eldest son nation which has matured and received True Parents' direction, America must take care of its brother and sister nations around the world. So I'm very happy to have heard that we sent $300,000 was raised through the Colosseum campaign from us and was sent to Africa for the campaigns in Africa. So it must take care of its brother and sister nations around the world. In order to do this, you must educate this democratic country's president. The president changes every 4 years. The church is the type of institution that can support heaven's providence the quickest. When pastors take good care of their church members and bless many families, their church will prosper and politicians will naturally follow them. At election time, all the politicians go to each church and each institution saying, please vote for me. That is why yesterday I told the religious leaders, you are the owners of this nation. An owner must be able to act as an owner. The fastest way, and I would add the only way, to accomplish this is to multiply blessed families. This country's population is 330 million. What would happen if all these citizens were in blessed families through the True Family movement? You would even be able to influence the president. Therefore, in regard to heaven's providence, you are the people who can determine how to advance and act accordingly. Amen. And now, Jude, let's close with prayer. Beloved Heavenly Parent and True Parents, we have received so much. Father, we've been working for weeks and months toward this campaign and this Colosseum event. And True Mother came and joined us and blessed this event, Father, with her presence, with your presence, your guidance, Father. But with a great event comes a great responsibility, Father, and it boils down to our ability to create true families. our own true family and our families, extended families, tribes, our neighbors, friends, Father. And so it's not just a campaign for a few months, Father, with a flurry of exhortation and publicity. Father, it's the long term. It's as long as it's going to take. It won't come. The kingdom of heaven won't come in any other way. Sooner or later, this generation, or the next generation, or 5, or however many generations it takes, this whole world is, we are created to be your true children and to create true families where you can dwell. And now is the time when we're breathing the same air as true parents on the earth, that it can happen so quickly, Father, compared to the past or in the future. Father, so let us seize the time, seize the day, and marshal up our energy, our hearts, and accomplish this, and offer it to you. And we offer this prayer, and I report this in the name of Tyler and young angels, bless Central Family, Anju. Let's have a moment of silent prayer meditation.